All right. So if you've never played King of the Castle before, it's a 4-team game. I'm one of the teams. And then chat's 3 other teams. And the goal is to be the king of the castle. Let's see. Where is it? Trying to find the extension to turn on. Oh yeah, King of the Castle. Any updates today? We need more patches. For the past 2 weeks, I've played 37 hours of FM. Chat, I actually have saved. I have saved 1 Football Manager match that I thought maybe I'd actually play on stream at some point. It's my playoffs. I've played a whole season as Blackburn Rovers in the championship, and all that stands between us and the Premier League is 1 match against Ipswich. So yesterday I had a match. I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll save it for stream and we'll do the match on stream. So maybe we can do that. I mean, I probably need to do it today if I'm going to do it because I want to play. Play! You better get in a suit for that match. If I make it to Champions League, like finals, I will actually dress up in a suit and do the match on stream. But this is like a way I thought, because I know most people are not going to care about FM. But maybe people will care enough for just 1 match. I wonder if Zealand would want to get involved somehow, but I don't know how he could. Maybe he could commentate. Should we blacklist the same boring plots so we get some new ones? What we can do is just continue the game. Not sure. Because then we get more random stats. Chat, you can't join yet. You're too fast. What do you guys think? We continue? The Fields Dynasty. Because I think this one's pretty weird. King Arnie of the Fields Dynasty. RGB. Who won last time? Cannot remember. Okay. Is anyone new to the chat, the stream, the game? If so, I'll explain how this works as we go. It's pretty simple, but basically there's going to be... Chat will be divided in 3 teams. And if you want to participate and play, you can do so very easily through chat. I would recommend you're on a device that can see extensions. If you have an extension, that's going to be very helpful. If you want to join, you just got to ! join and then pick your gender afterwards. If you don't want to be a he or a she or a them or whatever. So ! join to join the game, and then you'll be divided into one of the 3 factions. I'm the 4th player, and I play as the king, currently named King Arnie of the Fields Dynasty. I'm going to start the game, but don't worry. Even if you didn't join, you can join whenever throughout the whole game. So don't worry about that. Your wealth is 0? Did that carry over? Okay. I'll do a few color shoutouts right now for anyone not on a device with extension. Who needs to know? Vetinasika, you're green. Almost over, you haven't joined. 4-door that drives like a 2-door, you're blue. Rare, unless I misspelled your D-Messenger, you're blue. Zoomers is trolling, but he's red. Pagtro is red. Jan is red. Some of you guys are broke already. Why are you guys broke? Scandalous, you're red. Dusk Nun, you're not in the game. Mr. Bones, you're blue. Tree Hunter, you're blue. Ambatukam Sadi, you're green. Modus Operandi, you're red. Apple Master, you're green. And Bill Burt, you're red. Classy State. Alright, that's enough. You're red. You can also try to look for your name here, guys. I can't do all of you. Get a device that has the extension and you can see what color you're on. Okay. So welcome to our beautiful world, our beautiful kingdom that we're trying to rule together, right? Basically, the story is that I'm the king, and I try to satisfy everyone, but that's always hard. You guys all want to replace me with your leader. Thank you, Rock and Lol, for the 19 months prime. And we'll get to how you guys can do that, but it comes down to these numbers and values. All the decisions we make. Oh, oh no. So basically, we continued a previous playthrough, and on that playthrough, the king was broke. So I decided to just make new money.
I love forcing.
And I think I'm going to be paying for that. But anyway, Boris, 31 months, welcome back. All right, we're going to start by the coronation of the new king. King Arnie, was it? This is the main chunk of the game, is Twitch chat, the council, that's what you guys are, votes on what to do in various situations, and I just do a few things to affect the vote. So this is how should the coronation for the new king be? Should we hold a pagan northern ceremony? Should we force the commoners to swear a blood oath? Throw the king into the river? Or should we put on a vast banquet for the king? And all the decisions you make will affect these values in the kingdom. Later, when you have a win goal, that's going to matter a lot. Right now, it's not mattering too much, but you can see how is this going to affect the kingdom. Basically, all of these options do something good and something bad for the kingdom, you could argue. Is this the playthrough where you stole the money after the race? I can't remember. Maybe. My color. When Sahara, you're blue. Alright, what do you guys vote? Just to confirm juicers can join? Yeah. Blue starting with 10 military is unfair. Life is never fair. The king will be thrown in the river, of course. Let me get changed out of my nice robes. The nobles pick you up and carry you out to the Treadwater River, hurling you into the shallow water with a cheer. When you climb back up, soaking wet, the chancellor steps forwards and places the crown on your head. Is it your imagination, or are some of the nobles stifling giggles? Every time I get thrown in the river. What's this, though? A pile of rubble. Your Majesty, you don't exactly have a palace anymore. You do, however, lots of debris on some spectacularly valuable real estate. Have. Right, I think this is the playthrough where the blue people recruited ice giants to destroy the whole kingdom. Look at the green stats. Yeah, but here's the thing, though. You know, maybe this just means that no one's gonna take a green as a threat and they get everything. Yeah, and whose fault is that? Your pagan chiefs and your silly horn, says Baron Janet 36. Can Velkas join? Everyone can join. Let's not sling blame. We just need to plan how we can rebuild. Shit, I haven't picked my winning thingy yet. Alright guys, what should we make? A perfect reconstruction of what came before? A longhouse in the northern style? Cheap out on the materials? Or have the chiefs fund the new palace? So if the chiefs fund the new palace, it looks like the money's gonna come out of their pocket. So the blue team. I'm just gonna start this vote. I'm not gonna veto anything. The nobles can speak. Well, one blue guy just voted to fund it. Chiefs, there appears to be an imposter amongst you. Or maybe he just really wants to pay for it. Most of the chiefs already have 0. Let's see. No, look, there's plenty of money here. Look at D Messenger. He's got 3.3k. Not for long, though. Ha! You broke it, you bought it. Fine, we'll fund your new palace, your majesty, but we'll build it our way, says Ham Shandy. I seldom get the chance to work in the northern style. Log walls, fur rugs, roaring braziers. I'll draw up some blueprints. Rapid work begins on the new palace as the longhouse takes shapes. A wave of dread passes through the city. It feels like an enemy occupation. 5-5 authority stability, not bad. Alright, chat. How broke are they now? Yeah, they're pretty... it's not too bad. It's time for me to pick my win condition. We always start with mine. So I have to see how the kingdom wants to remember me when I die. So now I get to pick. Do I want to go for keeping these military numbers high? Do I want to keep stability high? Authority high? Farming high? Trade high? Or faith? I think I've done all of these now. Military would be pretty easy one. It's already 20. But I could also go for trading. Trading's not bad. It's what, 18? I haven't gotten the trade ending. True. So let's try to go for it. I've done the other ones and like one with them, or not all of them. I'll try trade. See, chat? I am putting out, I'm not only playing to win, okay? I'm playing for fun. It's very important to remember, chat. So I have to increase a trade as much as possible. And I have to get an heir. That comes later. Trade is pretty high. Yeah, but it wasn't the highest one, is all I'm saying. It wasn't the easiest to pick. The second easiest. Okay, anyways. Now it's time for the green team, the patricians of the coast, to decide on their win condition to put Eris. Either you guys want to try to lower this number, stability, or you want to have the lowest defiance, or you want to lower the treasury, which is currently at 10k. But that's minted money. I don't know how that's gonna... I think I know what I would go for here, though. Not very hardcore. This one was weird. Bro, these chips are great. Dill flavored chips. Have you guys had dill flavored chips? Lower treasury, huh? I would have gone for lower stability because I think this minted money is gonna lower stability. How do you get more cash? There's various things that might happen that might get you more money. So you guys need the treasury, which is currently 10,000, to be 1,500 or less. That's a bold ambition. Now it's time for the red team. They want to put Sabine on the throne. Either through intimidation, which entails raising these other defiance numbers, or lowering other teams' military, or lowering the authority of the kingdom. So go ahead, red team, and vote. Can I change team? My team is Donk. Nope. You're stuck with your team. It's like your family. Be nice to them. Gunpowder. Every single fucking time the gunpowder plots. Oh well. Team, help me friend. Help me friend, you're green. Give me some. Ooh. The Republic of Earth has this substance called gunpowder, and with enough of that, we can take over the kingdom. Alright, lower authority to 4 or less in 2 seasons, guys. Finally, it's time for the Chiefs of the North. They want to put Odhalla on the throne. Even though they put me on the throne, they've already changed their mind. How are you gonna do that? Raise authority? Oh, please go for that. Or raise own military or lower all faith. Oof. I think the only one we haven't seen here is the prophecy, though. No, we've actually seen all of these. We need a DLC for this game already. Adio 2, you're green. Alright, the blue team is gonna try to raise their own military. G. Ragnarok. So this is the Ice Giants. This is the exact same plot as well, I think. Maybe we should have switched the teams again. But on the other hand, we've done like all of them. The yellow team we haven't done too much, though. Okay, well there you go. Here's your summary. Here's how you guys. So if you're new to this game, you need to do 3 things, and this is step 1 out of 3, right? So your first step is right here. Red needs to lower authority. Blue needs to have at least 5 military, and green needs to lower the treasury. All right, let's go, chat. Let's start the game. Play. Right, hyperinflation. As your predecessor ordered, the Royal Mint has churned out thousands of new coins using cheap gold-like metals. The treasury is technically replenished. I sense a butt coming. But it's also devaluing the currency across the kingdom. A loaf of bread now costs 100 times what it used to. Something. No, my trade! Something must be done. If this gets worse, our currency will be worthless. Alright, chat. What should we do about the rising inflation? All of these choices cost the treasury money. So maybe the green weren't too off after all. There's nothing wrong. Let it continue. Lowers a lot of stuff. Adopting a new currency. Ups defiance. It looks like it redistributes a lot of wealth as well. I'm gonna go ahead and veto the first option. Because it ruins trade. Okay, I'm not targeting any team here. Just my own interest is to keep trade high. So that's why I'm vetoing that. Shadow of the Abyss, 26 months. Welcome back, bro. No, I think blue won this one, Canary. Does this guy want to know what he is? Iamo Magdi, you're blue, my guy. We're gonna get a foreign currency? It's because you guys don't want to lose. I wonder whose money would be redistributed here. Okay. We're adopting a foreign currency. You slowly adopt the currency of the Ashmodean Empire, resulting in kingdom-wide shame and loss of pride. Ashmodean gold is chunky and hexagonal, adored with the sneering face of Emperor Shemorath II. Look at all this stuff. Green Defiance is already at 5, so is red. Treasury is half. And authority went down to 4. So red is now hitting their authority goal. Alright, it's a good thing most of your citizens can't read Ashmodean because I'm pretty sure each coin is inscribed with records of past military victories over your own kingdom. Shit. Okay. Debt collection. So this is a dynasty event, it says. So it's because of our previous playthrough. Bro, right. Oh my god, the green team actually knew what they were doing. This is the same playthrough that not only did I print my own money, I took a massive loan of like 3.5k. And then they showed up a year later and they said, hey, pay us back our money plus 25% interest. And I said, can you come back later? And they said, sure, but there's going to be 75% interest. And I said, okay, I don't care. That's my success. We'll have to worry about that. King Casper owes you money, not me. The loan is guaranteed by your treasury. You owe us 3,750 gold. Did I just pay it forward again? We'll be willing to grant you another year at the same rate in exchange for a 20% down payment of 750 gold. Sure. We'll be back in 1 year for the rest. I'll deal with that later. Okay, chap, I have to pick an honor guard now. Basically one of the factions to protect me. You'll choose our northern warriors, won't you, your grace? Don't tell me you've gone soft and southern already, says Burke. I actually think I'm going to pick the red team here. The reason is that their defiance is already at 5 and their military is a lot stronger than green. So that is the veterans of the march. Good gods be good. How could you choose them? I'm sorry, blue. Wait, green could already rebel if they want to with their whooping 3 armor. Or military. Alright, so that was our first round, chat. Let's end the season. Okay, so now you guys can build buildings. And they have different effects, as you can see. You can build any of these, so even if you're red, you can still build this green building. The colors is just that if you build this Thieves Guild, then the trade goes down in specifically the blue region, is what that means. Do exclamation mark fund, followed by the building you want to build, followed by the money you want to spend. Go. I'm on mobile, I don't know what team I'm on. Didn't they get extensions now? You're red, Deluxe Puppet. Didn't they get extensions for phone or no? Link this playlist, search for Bardcore. I have no money feels okay, man. No money, no problems. Or something. A monument and a theater. You guys know that you're doing fuck all now, right? You're gonna build a monument that brings up authority, and then you'll fund a theater that brings it down. It's the red team is trying to keep authority down. Balanced like all things. What about Canada has extensions? Well, so we spent over 30,000 coins on achieving nothing, basically. Very cool. Josef Brizgeskevich just spent 2,100. Oh yeah, you don't lose your money if the building is not built, apparently. Just so you guys know. Alright, if you're part of the green team, you can now, if you want to, rebel. If you rebel, that means you're giving up on your winning condition that you established, and instead, you try to wage war against the kingdom. And you have to collect points with the rebellion. One of them being a big battle, which currently you will get crushed, but... A new trend. Let's check out a new trend in the coasts. Oh, it's the crabs. I feel like I'm metagaming here, but I don't want to buy these crabs ever. The creatures are so rare that one can now sell for as much as a mansion. Very well, send her in. Thank you for seeing me, your majesty. I know the price is steep, but I assure you these crabs will only go up in value. The ending can change. Screw it, I'll buy a box of crabs. I'll only do this because I haven't seen what happens. Counting your gold, Lady Patrician Dal 99 assures you will not regret your purchase. Surely. Okay, what's the latest trend in the March? Ooh, honey. Fashion is cyclical, your highness, says Laden. An old trend has returned and has swept through the March. Bees! In jewelry, your majesty, the buzzing insects can be found trapped in golden tree sap. My Marcher artisans use these to adorn necklaces and rings, shining like little gemstones. But my artisans can't keep up with demand, and a glorious trade opportunity slips through my fingers. Our fingers. That doesn't sound fashionable. Maybe not, your king, but it is profitable. So please humor me. I need bees. The population in the March is dwindling, but you can help. Encourage farmers to focus on beekeeping. They keep the honey. I only ask for the bees. How about we put the matter to the council? Summertime sadness. Alright, chat. What should we do about the bees? Force a new fashion trend. Mandate that all farms in the March keep at least one beehive. Or approve subsidies for beekeeping. Here's what I know. Trade goes up in both of these, so I'm vetoing this one. And then you guys can determine. You just invested in NFTs? Yep. No, buying the crab is a mistake. I already know that. But I wanted to see what happens. Like I said, I'm playing to have fun, not to win. So if I lose, then I'm still based or whatever. Boom. Alright, so we are going to be approving subsidies for beekeeping. The farmers of the March accept your coin. Uh-oh. They see this as meddling, but times are hard. Soon the sound of buzzing can be heard across the March. Man, I'm already broke. As a result, Baron Laden makes a fortune selling amber jewelry to his fellow barons. Well, well, well. Look at trade, though. Good stuff. You're already based by continuing. Oh, thanks. Alright, chat. It's time for me to find a spouse. What do I want? I want either men or women. I don't care. Just send me your best. It's an easy decision. You'll marry into the chiefs as we agreed before you took the throne. Right? Right? I don't think it ever matters if I do that stuff, right? I'm not sure though. Terrible news, the treasury's overflowing. Right, so now we're checking if green is hitting their target. They're sadly not. I'm not broke yet. That beige. We must work harder to bankrupt him. 1,500 or less you want, green. And then meanwhile in the March, look here, our first shipment. Wow, it's gunpowder. Mr. Astor and Figaccio. So this is the fabled black powder. Incredibly powerful, but we need much more. Now you guys need to raise trade to 5 or more. Oh, frick off. I've already done that work for you. You're so lucky. You can take a small tax. I'm scared of rebellions. Here's the thing though. I don't think Red's gonna rebel even if their defiance goes up because they're doing so well. So I'm just gonna tax them. I see them up here. They're winning. I'm just gonna tax Red. So Red can now also rebel if they want to. But why would you do that, Red? You're winning. Eligible options. I could pick a Red spouse though. So these are the eligible spouses I have. This is Lasco, firstborn son of the Northern Erdinand clan. From what I've heard, he knows exactly what he wants and will do whatever's necessary to get it. I've heard he spends most of his time playing cards or making wagers with friends and hangers-on. People say he nurses a grudge, though. And then from the coast, we have Clovia, the wealthy heiress to Lord Patrician Cero One's estate. She's got a reputation for honesty and fair-mindedness, which is rare along the coast, but she's also an obsessive collector of rare books. She'll splash out thousands for the right edition. She's an absolute fountain of energy. No one can keep up with her. And then finally, from the March, Katja, sign of the prestigious Kree-Lock Cancers bloodline. A typical baroness, really, loud and brash and self-absorbed, but well-meaning. And her great passion is hunting. No beast is safe from her crossbow, and she's not popular with the peasantry. Something about her sets their teeth on edge. Who do I pick here? If I pick, say, blue, then red defiance goes. Achoo! I think probably I'm picking blue here. Lasco. Six, 7 already over here. Jesus. Alright. I just need blue not to rebel so they can protect me. That's the plan here. There's a famine in the coasts. Hello, your majesty. I've traveled all the way from the coast to beg you to do something about the price of grain. I can't afford to feed my family. A day of backbreaking work isn't enough to buy a day's worth of bread. She's right, the grain price is beyond all control, says Rauno Repomesis. Greedy merchants rake in profit while the common folk starve. Alright, what are we gonna do, chat? Put a cap on the price of grain? Subsidize the grain and ensure it's sold for half its worth? Import grain from the north and distribute it for free? Or the free market will correct itself? This one just, This one redistributes trade. How does that work? It's gonna kill blue trade. And then, I guess, bring it up elsewhere or something? 1700 too? I know green's gonna be angry with me if I veto C. But I really don't like... Why you guys gotta go after my treasury, green? Whatever. Sorry, cry. I'm sorry, green. What is this? Next. Meme music. Jewel in the shed. The greens will remember? I'm sure they will. Subsidized grain and ensure it's sold for half its worth. The coast is in your debt, your majesty. Ow, me money. You guys still cost me 1k. It's not that bad for you, green. As stocks of grain run low, supply no longer meets demand. Some peasants can feed their family now, but others are starving worse than ever. Stability is only at 3 now. Chief Crappa, looking sexy. The coast is experiencing a terrible famine, your greatness, and a steady trickle of refugees have been pouring into the north. They're looking for food and steady work, but finding neither. They've turned to begging. The streets of northern cities are crowded with coastal vagrants. Well, I'm sorry that my suffering people are clogging up your precious streets. They need help, not judgment, says Lord Patrician Halfway Toaster. Alright, what should we do with these beggars? We could distribute the grain. We could fund the local clan warriors to deal with this. Close the road out of the coast. Shit. This probably sounds... Fuck, man. Everything costs so much money. If A wins, then green hits their target. Almost hit it on B. Yeah, Nymn, you are starving them. I wonder if they will like you when they have the chance to rebel. Yeah. Dragostad, didn't they? Oh, it's very close. But ultimately, we're closing the roads out of the coast. That's pretty brutal. No, the trade, man. Means sending soldiers out into the countryside to build barricades. This diverts manpower from keeping order within the coast itself. Riots are widespread. Meanwhile, the flow of refugees into the north barely slows. They just abandon the roads and take the perilous journey across hills and forests instead. Tensions heighten between patricians and chiefs. Well, the kingdom is already in shambles. We're only like 2 seasons in. Far to the north, where snow blankets the landscape and wolves howl in the night, the chiefs plot to bring about the end of the world. Ragnarok. Praise Morgana, initial talks with the ice giants are going so well that they've gifted us a new patch of fertile lands, says Age Picaro. And Pisty150 says the gods are good. The ice giants are a formidable ally, tallest building and limbs like tree trunks. I don't know what to do here, man. I'm losing. We must offer something they desire. A whole kingdom's worth of pillage? Oh, this is where you guys need to up the trade to 10 or more, which is at 8 right now. All right, let's see here. Man, these all suck. Guess I go this. All right. Okay, let's see what is happening with the bees. Oh, farming is now bountiful. The march... I should have gone for the farming ending, man. The march is taken to beekeeping. Beekeeping. Like bees to a flower, crops are bountiful and fields are blooming. There has been festivals with mud dancing and merriment. Well, fantastic. No, the church is worried. The farm folks are besieged by nightmares, all involving bees. It's made them superstitious, and they're losing faith in the... Malich, wait, says Laden. The march's farms have improved beyond measure, and there's a widespread happiness like never before. But for some reason, the church wishes to burn our hives. Wait, what? It must be done. Our churches lie empty on holy days. For the peasants of the march now worship only the harvest. They pray to their hives instead of the ninth. Red team's gotten crazy with bees. The peasants have full bellies and joyful smiles. This is what the church would burn. Liars. My priests report that your peasants complain of night horrors and insomnia. There's something evil happening. Alright, Chad, what should we do? Spare the bees? Get more bees? Or burn the beehives? Let's get more bees. What's the worst that could happen? Let's blue and red get away with the OP schemes. No, but I couldn't really prevent their schemes. There's a problem. Ba-da-ba-da-bum-bum. Okay, we're gonna get even more bees. We might have gone mad with bees here, chat. The church is horrified. The farmers are overjoyed. They invest in more hives and throw festivals to celebrate. Not festivals in your name, nor in the name of the ninth god, but at least they're happy. Yeah, let's get a count for something. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-dum-bum. Ooh, it's time for my royal wedding. This is good. Defiance is gonna go down. Do you take this man as your lawfully wedded husband? I do. Then I pronounce you king and husband. After the wedding, there's a feast and then a dance. Laskell only dances with obvious reluctance. Oh, he doesn't like me. By the time you find yourself alone with him, it's past midnight and you've never felt more tired. Alright, maybe we will fall in love once we get to know each other. Statistically unlikely, but there's always a chance. You head to your separate bedchambers. Perhaps you will draw closer in time. But for now, your husband is happy to keep you at arm's length. Never sex. Alright. Oh shit, it's time for the crabs. Crab futures. The crab craze has swollen to unforeseen heights, your majesty. That's good, isn't it? The trade is so profitable that patricians are shutting down textile mills to focus on crab catching. Thousands are unemployed. Wait, this is new. Or like, this is different. But who cares about that, your majesty? Your box of crabs is now worth nearly double what you paid for it. Alright. Either I sell or I hold my nerve. This is a waste of everyone's time. I will make a sale of jewel crabs illegal or prevent the closure of factories by offering tax breaks to major industries. Do I sell or do I hold? Wait, these two bring down trade? Which trade? Green trade? Here's the funny thing. Blue wants to bring trade up. Green wants to bring treasury down. By picking this option, I can fuck them both over. And make some money. I'm doing it. Achievement unlocked. Penny pincher. And there's literally the picture of a crab holding money. You sell your crabs for much more than you paid. The treasurer appears satisfied with your practicality. Meanwhile, industries collapse along the coast. Oops. Did I do that? The rebellion is now halted in the red region. End of the season. This is where we're at. Fuck, man. Red is doing it, though. This is a big problem, guys. We have to stop red. What? Why is there double debt collection here? How does that work? That's bullshit. The council session has ended, so you're quite surprised when Lord Patrician Linicale corners you in a back passage. Greetings. Apologies for surprising you, but I have an urgent matter that I thought you'd want to hear in private. Your husband owes me a lot of money. Gambling debts, mainly. Yo, king. He borrowed quite a lot from me to recover some lost funds. But now it's time to collect, and he's been avoiding me. Uh-huh. I feel bad for green. I don't know why I keep getting options to just fuck them over. The thing is, I'm not scared of green defiance. It's so high anyway. Is this 500? No, I paid 2,000 from my own treasury if I pick this option. You get options to fuck everyone over. You just choose green. How is this an option to fuck anyone but green over? There's nothing on here that impacts. If I had a chance to lower trade and fuck red over, I would take it in a heartbeat. But I'm just not getting it. I'm not paying 2K. And I don't care about your defiance. I'm sorry, green. You might be better off rebelling. The greens sort of just fucked up. Well, I arrested him and then released him once an agreement was reached. He'll think twice before threatening you again. I'm sorry, green. It's not your game. It looks like that was it for green. They're now rebelling. The problem now is that I can't win. But I was already fucked. Bro, they're here again? You didn't actually fully rebate last time. Alright, fine. You owe us a grand total of 3,750. Alright, here's what I'll give you, Green. Oh, it doesn't matter now. There you go. Unrebel. Least sussy imposter just subbed. I paid it off. Too bad you guys chose to rebel instead now that you hit your goal. Vultures. Greedy marcher merchants are taking advantage of cheap coastal labor, your esteemed highness. Exploiting our natural resources and putting our trade companies out of business. They're vultures. Vultures. Is it really such a problem? This is just business. Okay, can't pick that one. Kick out the barons and put trading companies back in coastal hands. It's just business, baby. This one redistributes trade, and this one brings it up in the red region. I think A is a better option. I'm not going to waste my thingies here. Green, you shouldn't have rebelled. You have a chance now. Do the thug shaker. The walk through the valley in the shadow of death. Alright, well, it's just business, baby. Don't you forget about it. An utter travesty. I should have known better than to expect the council to be of any worth to anyone. Jesus, 10 defines. Huzzah, my companies are safe. Wow, trade is now at 8 in the red region. And this guy is now 2.5k. How's Apollo? He's chilling. So this is interesting. The patricians are realizing that their plot is working, but these guys are already 0 days left. These guys are already rebelling. These loan agreements will be as friendly as a bear trap. Right, they're meeting with the treasury. I heard of the king's recent money troubles and I thought we could both benefit. Sign here and here. This agreement does seem fair. Very well, I'll sign. The king will be... Ooh! Wait, I got your money. But it's not enough to bankroll the king. Rest of the kingdom must be in debt as well. So now you need to have the highest trade of all regions. Well, you would have been... So that's interesting. Look at this. Every single team right now has got a trade goal. Never seen that before. Alright, it's funding time. You can bring up trade even more over here. Well, green's already rebelling anyway. The game was rigged for the start, from the start for green. It was a bit unfortunate. That's sort of what happens sometimes when you pick continue game though. So what are we looking at here? Bringing down green military and bringing up red trade. I live in Iraq and it is snowing in April. It's not even April yet. We're still at the end of March now. Go, shouty. All right, time's up. We're going to be funding a Grand Bazaar, bringing up red trade, and bringing down green military. Wait, the biggest contributor to that was a green guy, Foppish. Interesting. About your heir. Your marriage to Lascaux has gone grown strong and steady, like an old castle wall. It's blossomed into something like love. It's high time you thought about an heir. How nice. Defeat this rebellion and only then is it worth looking to the future. Damn, I can't get my heir because of the rebellion. Here it is. At long last, the patricians have reached their boiling point. You're confronted by Voroj PL, his smile gleaming in the lights of the braziers. The patricians of the coast will bring you down. A pretender to the throne will rise up and fight for Eris, the true monarch. There's a formal declaration of war. And I can either bring down stability or authority. Does anything happen if stability hits 0? I think it's better to just keep authority up, right? Seize him! Come along now. Traitors get the chop. What? But you can't do this. I am an envoy. See? See how the king's tyranny grows worse by the day? Your watchman wastes no time. Voroj PL is dragged out into the courtyard and his head is struck from his shoulders. I didn't expect them to move so boldly, your majesty. We have pretty good chances, though. The patricians aren't exactly a military powerhouse. I hope they don't persuade any other regions to join the rebellion. The time you jailed a noble for trying to collect some debts and the profits you made on the ill-fated crab market. Those are some of the reasons why this is happening. It's a power grab. Alright. Okay. Well, green is planning their opening strike. Do you smell that, my friend? Sorry, I think I stepped in some... That's freedom you can smell. Freedom from the mad tyrant King Arnie. We've risen up against this oppression. But if we want to keep our freedom, we must fight for it. What will be our opening strike? Alright. Either you can go against the chief's military capabilities. Or you can try to make the red team join your cause. Send in the church. Oh, the church is so weak. Or send the assassin. Green, what you want? Banana 25 wants to launch a strike with 0% luck or chance. So does Real Forsen. The CEO of Bing? Damn, Green has the CEO of Bing on their team. They're gonna send an assassin. Thank you for meeting me with such short notice. Noble Patrician Froglin. The sum you offered piqued my interest. You understand why the sum is so high, though? Oh, Froglin just lost some of his poglin. Yes, you want me to assassinate the king. It is no trouble. I am a child of the Viper. If you have the gold and you want a man dead, he's dead. Get it done. Froglin, I can't believe you would do this to me. Somewhere in a dark cellar, a nervous baron is showing his guests a stupendous cache of explosive gunpowder. Damn, chat. Red has now achieved their second target. And their military is climbing. This is big problem. Alright, for your final goal, Red, either raise stability or raise own military. Gee, I wonder. Come on, choose a challenge. Go for A, pussies. Can we get a yellow team run someday? Yeah, for sure. I wish you could continue a run, but switch a team. Eight imposters. What happened to GTA? It exploded. Nothing happened. I play variety games on this channel. With these explosive weapons, we'll be unstoppable on the battlefield, but we need to make sure we have the troops to use them. Oh shit! It's not easy though, Red. You need 10 military. So you're currently at 8. And surely, we're not gonna fuck with you, right? Back in the north, Ege Picaro is hosting yet another feast. Meat is being passed around in good measure, and some chiefs are dancing on the tables. That can only mean two things. Really good news or really bad news. Pisty, pass me the drink. I'm drinking until my ancestors feel it. Were those ice giants I saw? Your eyes don't deceive you. They'll be marching us come tomorrow. Alright. Someone fetch me another drink and then assemble the other chiefs. So blue need to decide on what your final win condition is. Lower authority or lower stability? You guys should know at this point that they get the stability one in the end. Stop lowering my damn stability. Okay, guys. We need to work together here or blue is gonna win. Good job getting blue honor guard. What does that have to do with anything? How would that prevent stability from being low? If I went with someone else. There won't be much left of the palace, but we'll build a new one. That's what we just did, Blue. You guys just did this. Ale slosh is all over the floor. Either way, we'll sort out when we're done pillaging. For now, let's party. We do need to make sure the kingdom is sufficiently unstable, don't forget.
Look,
So,
everybody, it's my pot friend.
you guys need to keep
Come on
stability
out,
to
pot
1 or
friend.
less for 1 full season. Thank you, nobleman. Welcome back. It's taxing season. I'm gonna tax the blue people. Screw you guys. All right. All right. What do we got here? The coming harvest. Something's wrong.
No one cared who I was till I put on the mask.
Blue put a king on the throne just to overthrow him.
Yeah. Thank you, what, and the mates for the resub. It's time for the assassin. It's a night like any other. You're lying in your king-sized bed with your husband by your side, snoring gently. As is often the case, the troubles of the kingdom are keeping you awake, especially the rebellion. How could the patricians betray you like this? Once, though, your insomnia comes in useful, because it allows you to hear the slithering under your bed. I'm gonna wake up my husband. Ugh, what is it? Are the common folks finally rising to take everything from us? When you explain the situation, he sits bolt upright, rubbing sleep from his eyes. Yes, I hear it. What are we going to do? I'm gonna reach under my pillow for my hidden dagger. With a dagger in your hand, you feel much better. You feel better, but when the slithering turns into hissing, you feel much worse. Okay, either I call for my guard or I poke my head under to check it out. I mean, this seems like a bad idea. I know it's something that's trying to kill me, but this is the boring option. Whatever. Guards! Your honor guards post themselves outside your door every night. You call for them to come in and investigate. Upon hearing your shouts, your marcher veterans burst into the bedchamber, their swords drawn. What's the matter, your majesty? So I think what this is that, like, if red is also rebelling, or blue, that's my husband, then maybe this works. I'm not sure. Check under the bed! One of your marcher veterans suppresses a sigh, kneels down, and looks under the bed. Then the soldier rears back, roaring in agony. An enormous black serpent has lunged out from beneath your bed and sunk its fangs into his face. Within moments, the soldiers drop dead, foaming at the mouth. The huge snail uncoils, pulsates, and abruptly transforms into a hooded human figure, a knife clutched in one hand. For a moment, your surviving honor guard can only stare in shock. Help! Help! Your honor guard and the assassin engage. Somehow, the lone killer downs several of them in an instant. Though they received only superficial cuts, they're already convulsing with foam dripping from their lips. Eventually, the assassin is cut down, but not before your marcher veterans have been utterly decimated. The few survivors die within hours, also foaming. Do you guys think this is gonna weaken the red military? Darling, are you hurt? Gods be good, how could this happen? Your Majesty, are you alright? I think I'm gonna throw up. The Smite Master takes a smart step back as you spew your half-digested dinner all over the floor. Blech! If the assassin had caught you sleeping, you'd not be talking to me now. You should thank the ninth for your insomnia. Who was the assassin? One of the children of the Viper, the most feared assassins in the kingdom, no doubt hired by your enemies in the coast. Right, so they filled the... We've never seen the assassin succeed. I don't know how that works. I just saw a snake turn into a man. Alright. A great battle. So it begins, chat. Hold on, now we need Is it this? Vast armies darken the landscape like the shadows of clouds. Flags are flying. Drums are pounding in the rhythm with the marching of boots. The kingdom is gripped with civil war. At least that's what you imagine. Most of your time is spent in the safety of your palace. Your Majesty, the army of the coast is advancing on the capital, led by Lord Patrician. I received word from the commander of our loyalist forces in the north. If they march now, they'll intercept the patricians in a matter of days. Alternatively, they could join forces with the army of the march. It's risky, but they'd have a higher chance. No, they don't need to. No, I think the chiefs can do this by themselves. Very well, your majesty. I'll relay your orders to Chief Four-Door that drives like a two-door, the commander in the field. Hopefully they'll do as they're told. We have our orders, but do we follow them? Is this Chief Four-Door that drives like a two-door? Blue? You guys realize if you lounge and do nothing, then you're giving points to green. To be fair, they could use a W. Fuck Nymn over? You're fucking yourselves over too. You're helping green win. Only blue can vote. What order and send in the north. This was a bad, what's it called? This song sucked. Better. The whole city holds its breath. You stew in your palace waiting for your marshal's return. Finally, she bursts into your throne room, drenched in the blood and sweat of battle. Marshal, report! At dawn, we drew up in battle formations. It's all very orderly at first, your majesty. But after the trumpets blow and the cavalry charge, it's nothing but blood and screams. Anyway, after the red mist lifted, I appraised the situation. The coastal line was breaking. They were fleeing the field. No way. The 10 army defeated the 2 army? The military is now helpless. Poor Green, I feel really bad for them. They never really had a chance this playthrough. I'm sorry, Green. It's only a game. So much death. For what? To save your sorry head from being mounted on a spike. So stop complaining, eh? The coastal army is, scattered all over the countryside. It'll be months before they can regroup. This gives the barons time to bolster their troop. What? This had nothing to do with the barons. It'll all come down to the next battle, your majesty. The fate of the kingdom hangs in the balance. I will lead the troops personally this time. You must protect me. Very well, I will prepare your armor and horse. We ride at dawn. Chills. Alright, what's happening in the march? There's the bee harvest. I must speak to you at once. The beekeepers in the march have become emboldened. They see the kingdoms as support and as an endorsement of their beliefs. Bee leaves? The High Inquisitor betrays no hint of emotion. Tough crowd. They have become obsessed with bees, your majesty. They've formed their own traditions and ceremonies with honey, hooded robes, and dancing. It must be stopped. Yo, what's going on in the south, huh? They've just gone bee obsessed. I'm not gonna forbid dancing. These farmers speak of death, your majesty, and the coming harvest. They speak of golden tongues and blood running like honey. This is nothing more than a cult, yet the barons are more than tolerating it. This isn't a cult. It's merely quaint rural traditions. And they're making some divine honey, says Laden. Alright, what should we do about the beekeeping cult in the march? Demand they abandon their hives and resume attending to church? Send in the military and burn the hives? Or say this is no business of the council and not interfere? I'm gonna use this one for fun. I don't really care too much about this. Well, actually... Wait. Blue is almost winning, I just remembered. This one brings down stability to 0. I don't even know what happens. We can't do that. I don't know what happens if stability hits 0. Yeah, they win on 1 as well. I don't know if there's a way for us to bring up stability. Otherwise, I guess blue wins, right? Just let them be. So we're gonna take a 0% faith gamble? Nope. Send in the military? You sent troops and Inquisitor. Oh, no, never mind. In the march to straight your word, the cult will bend the knee to the ninth god. Some farmers refuse to recognize the ninth supremacy. They are burned at the stake in town squares, while the High Inquisitors look on. Despite this public example, other farmers still refuse to abandon their bee cult. Churches stand empty, holy books are burnt. Peasants kneel before their hives, praying for honey. Well, I think blue just won, chat. Fucking hell, dude. They're so lucky. Wait, plus stability. 1, 2, 4. Does this matter anymore, though? Hold on, there's buildings, right? Can we somehow get 2 stability from buildings? Nope. It's another day of poring over maps and battle plans with your marshal. It's hard to remember the last time you did anything else, and yet just when you thought things couldn't get any worse. Your Majesty, you won't believe this. Ice giants. They've entered the Crown Lands just last night. According to my scouts and the chiefs, they've abandoned us. This must have been their plan all along. Bro. You guys already raised the kingdom and put me on the throne. We can't take them all on, but there is one thing we can do. The patrician and the rebels may just agree to a truce. If we're invaded by ice giants, there won't be a kingdom left. Wait, what is this? What should I pick here? Option 2? I will fetch the Chancellor then, 9th per service. The next week is agony. Every second that you spend waiting for to arrive, the giants cause more damage. Nevertheless, you're patient. When the patricians finally arrive, they bring a whole battalion, clearly fearing a ruse. Oh wait, this is the green people. I'm surprised you came calling for us. You must be desperate. I won't fight for free. Crown Eris as monarch, or we'll let the giants do their worst. Bro, what? I mean, I'll pick this one because I want to see what happens. They literally have no military. There, that wasn't so hard now, was it? Now we will marshal our forces and... Before he can say more, a horn sounds in the distance. All heads in the room swivel towards the source of the noise. Someone's outside the walls. Everyone rushes outside, all previous hatred forgotten, and is greeted by an extraordinary sight. Okay. Giants are outside your walls, and they have already demolished any soldiers unlucky enough to be stationed there. Lord Patrician's mouth opens in stunned silence as he realizes his army has been decimated. What army? I'll join the city. I'll go down swinging. It does some good for them to see you up on the ramparts, but morale can only last so long in the face of impossible odds. You put up a valiant effort, but the giants burst through the gates with their bare hands. Your officers don't stand a chance. You run through the city, lungs burning from the smoke, when Chief Ege Picaro finds you, a sadistic grin on her face. Aha! There you are. A valiant effort, your majesty, but not enough. You're fool. You've destroyed half the kingdom. Don't worry. The frost of war will melt, and a new spring will come, with a northern queen, and a great big throne made of bones. That's when you see it, rising out of the mist like a lighthouse, with anchors for hands. An ice giant looms behind Ege Picaro, who wears a terrible grin. The flesh feaster awaits, your majesty. As Ege Picaro turns away, the giant approaches, picking you up with its hand, as if you were a discarded piece of cake. You shut your eyes and pray to the ninth god that ice giants don't like to play with their food. Alright, Fee Fi Fo Fum. New achievement, though. Was this... I don't know if this was the same plot. King Arnie's glorious reign ended in a giant... It's because I chose not to run, right? Ended in a giant stomach. The next day, Chief Ege Picaro picked through its droppings in search of a crown. Let's see, Green Team. The patricians led by FP-MFP launched a rebellion that accomplished nothing besides distracting the king, while cunning schemers took the throne. It's very rare that the rebellion succeeds. It did once though, right? Problem with the rebellion is it's usually from a team that's desperate. And that's usually... But it's unlucky you guys had no military. In haste to complete their scheme, the barons mishandled their gunpowder. How many times have I seen this? They just blow themselves up every time. All that was found of Baron Mr. Astor was a pair of boots with feet still inside them. And then once the war with the ice giants was won, the chiefs were heralded as the saviors of the kingdom. Odhala was crowned amid much pomp and ceremony. Any whispers that the chiefs had arranged the giants' attack was squashed with extreme prejudice. So back-to-back blue victory. But this is sort of one of the issues, though, with continuing, right? Because blue has been coasting on this military. The green is just fucked on this playthrough. So we should definitely not continue this one again if we play more. But, if we do something else? I'm thinking something creative, chat. Use your words or whatever. Maybe? Play! Worms!